because earlier on this afternoon, Gian van Veen dispatched of the reigning world champion Luke Littler for the third time this year. Twice on the European Tour, Van Veen now is the only player to beat him on this system. And the last time Gerwyn Price was here on the European Tour on this system, he went off stage a winner. But we are just getting a little bit confusion here in regards to the board, just seeing if we need to move it very slightly. Both players have to agree on that, which is why Gerwyn Price had a say. I don't think Gerwyn Price is too bothered. He's like, yeah, we'll crack on with that however it is. Which is normally the approach when someone says the board's not quite right. But yes, Gerwyn Price, last time he was here, picked up the win. Did withdraw from the last couple of events. And the question marks really was, going into the big events at the back end of the year, is Gerwyn Price going to be ready? Hasn't been practicing, hasn't been taking part in events. Came here, brushed aside Nico Springer, one of the hottest talents coming through at the moment, and beat Johnny Clayton this afternoon. Gerwyn Price is looking good and looking for what for him would be back-to-back European Tour titles.
Yeah, I'm one of the most successful players on the European Tour. Just looks really convincing, Gerwyn Price, but Gian van Veen is convincing more and more people by the day. If you are not on the Van Veen hype train, here's a ticket. It's free. Get on board. Choo-choo.
140.
I think it's one of those things, isn't it? When you're doing great things like he did beat Luke Littler in Munich earlier on this year, I think the first reaction is, will you do that again? Will you do that the next time you meet? And, well, it's proved today, absolutely you will. And it's not just Luke Littler. Go back to the world match play. Luke Humphries in the opening round at the time, it was deemed maybe a bit of a shock. But actually, as things are aging, it just looks the direction in which Gian van Veen's going.
58.
Well, there's no question that Gian van Veen can beat anybody at this game. However, counterpoint,
140.
Gerwyn Price, he's had 7 cracks at it. Same thing keeps happening. Gerwyn Price wins.
Let's expand on that. He doesn't just win, he batters Gian van Veen. There's only once of those 7 occasions that's actually even been close.
45.
And that's the sort of thing that does stick in your head. Well, you could see the way he was glaring at that first start. He did not like it. He had to move, and he couldn't find his way through. Double 14. Oh, Gian van Veen! What a way to take the opening leg. Price misses a couple for a 4-visit leg, and Van Veen with a 1-3-5. Maybe that's what he needs.
59.
Enjoyed that, didn't he, Gian van Veen? Especially after seeing his opponent miss a couple of darts to get the break. It's a statement for shot. A statement of intent for Gian.
Just seen the other really exciting young Dutch talent, Wessel Nijman, narrowly miss out on beating the world #1 Luke Humphries. Looked like he was going to do it. Would have been his first win against Scorehand. Can Gian van Veen get his first win against Gerwyn Price tonight?
You feel like it's a record that will be broken at some point. Van Veen far too good to constantly keep losing to the same player. That was sat nicely, that looked inviting for Gian to get a dart at the bullseye.
74.
Dart at tops.
54.
He's low. Could be 2-0 here. It's so good at this double. He might be the best.
Third leg, Gian to throw first. Game.
Gerwyn not really doing too much wrong in the early exchanges. So he's a couple of missed starts and the double. And the double 16 really coming back to haunt him right now, Gian van Veen. This is the advantage of throwing first. But the one break, have you hold, you're 3-0 up, you're halfway there. It can look a little bit misleading at times. I don't think there's any part of this Gian tonight, though, that is worried in the slightest about that head-to-head record. As you say, normally it does come into play when it is so one-sided, and maybe I'll mention about it in the post-match interview, but certainly over the 7-9, there don't seem to be any problems here for Van Veen.
96, Injury 126.
We've just beaten Luke Littler for the second time on the Euro Tour this year. The third time in a row. Shouldn't really be worried about anybody.
54.
A lot of the battles don't happen outside of your mind, they happen inside them. That's where those head-to-head records sometimes start to plague.
Injury 72.
We could put that to bed pretty quickly here. Could be halfway to victory with this 72.
That double 16 again. And he's pinning it again. And he is halfway there. Look at that for combination finishing.
100.
It's the key, though, isn't it, the combination finishing? That's what makes a good player a great player. The ability to take out those sort of shots, 71, 72. The ability to do that as well, to answer a maximum with one of your own.
Oh, 86. $59. All 105.
That's the great first start he's looking for. He should be converting that to a ton 40.
134.
But he had to move over to the 18s. Tops for Price. He's getting opportunities.
63. Only required 20.
Well, this is the best opportunity he's had so far to register a leg on the board. Looking desperate.
10.
Wow. Two darts in hand, you'd expect Gerwyn Price to take it out. Instead, Gian van Veen a chance for a double breaker throw and complete control here in this quarter-final.
It is complete control for Gian van Veen.
Gian the throw first.
A man whose record against Price is played 7, lost 7, is 4-0 up. And just to expand on your point, you said it's not just that he gets beaten by Gerwyn Price, he gets battered by Gerwyn Price. Certainly has been in recent times. Only twice before in those 7 games has he even got to 4 legs. And one of them was his very first appearance at a Pro Tour final. So that was first to 8, it was a longer format.
Well, 4 of those 7 games, he only won 1 leg.
Yeah, in his last 4 games against Gezi, he's won a total of 5 legs. He's won the first 4 here. Now, admittedly, he's had to rely on Gerwyn Price missing doubles, but is this a sign that Gian van Veen is just continuing to get better as a darts player? It does feel like that. He was not far off taking the title in Munich. He was only stopped in the final by Michael van Gerwen.
167.
It's the sort of shot that turns games like this. Gerwyn Price not up to the task on this occasion, but we know what Van Veen's finishing's been like. He's been exceptional on these sort of combination shots, and 80's one he'll love. He'll certainly love it now. Oh, a double 5 for a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, on the 5th leg, Gian
Gerwyn Price is one of the most successful players in European Tour history. He has title after title after title. But in his entire European Tour career, we have only seen him whitewashed to nil once by Wes Newton in 2015. It is more than 200 matches that Gian van Veen is putting himself in a position to do something that nobody has done in a decade and has only ever happened once before.
Just round by round brilliance and consistency from Gian van Veen. 104, 100, 101 and 100 as averages in this tournament so far, and maybe
57.
start to dream about having his 20-foot face on the wall.
On the very large picture, his face is not really 20 feet.
59. Gerwyn 164.
He has a shot for the whitewash. He can't, can he? He very nearly has.
39. Gerwyn 116.
I guess he thought he was going well, and he was smiling, he was expecting, but that dart means that Gerwyn Price can't take this shot out, and Gian van Veen will come back
91. Gerwyn 25.
for the match.
Double 8 for an astonishing result.
Game
A
shot.
mind-blowing scoreline. Gian van Veen beat Luke Littler this afternoon, and he has just whitewashed Gerwyn Price, a man he had never beaten before. This is turning in to one of the most magical days of this young man's career. How much more magical can it get? He could yet be the Czech Darts Open champ.